Hello you guys, this is Paula George and you are in Paula server. Today I'm going to talk to you about SQL injection. So what is SQL injection is and how you can prevent doing these mistakes in your code when you actually code your website, and how you can practice like SQL injection on your machine as well. I'm going to give you like some not tools but techniques so you can practice this. So let's start with what is actually SQL injection. I have established a Docker image which is for 5.7. Let me show you. Okay, Docker 5.7, this is our engine. And pretty much we will do everything in here. So I do have a database which is called injection. I guess I'm already in it. And this database only have one table, which is users. So real quick, let's see what is inside users. It have like 3 users. Okay, Paula, Oliver, and Kinga. The age for these users is different apparently, and the password is also different for each and every one of them. Okay, so for the SQL injection, or the definition of SQL injection is injecting piece of SQL code. Okay, since SQL is a language, injecting SQL code inside your SQL statement, which the developer actually written, and this piece of extra code will create some sort of a behavior which is not expected by the developer or the software engineer who implemented this website. So let's see an example. So I would say select all from users where name equal Paul. This should return us one, like only one user, right? But let's say that I want to add like one more piece. Okay, not because one and one is stereotype. I'm going to make it like 99 and 99. Okay. So in here you have injected. Let's read the statement real quick together again. So I'm selecting all from users where the name is Paul. Okay, which is not true for all of the rows. As you can see in here, there is Paul, Oliver, and Kinga. But for the second condition, this is where like the trick begins. For the second condition, each and every row actually applies or true for it. Okay, so Paula is true for 99 equal 99. So real quick, in here the result for the first row will be 1 or 1, which equals 1. For the second row it will be 0 or 1, which also equals 1, and for the third one it's the same, 0 or 1, which obviously equals 1. So what if I change this into AND? It will only send Paul. Okay, so this is proof my like not theory of course, because but what I'm actually saying, like this is proves what I'm actually saying. It will only return one and only one result, right? All right, so starting from there, some hackers took this, and not just this. I'm going to show you how you can make way more advanced like SQL injection later on, but took this concept of adding more to the SQL statement to get more data, more unnecessary data. Okay, I only want to make the user to search for only one user, but some hackers got all of the data inside the database. This is pretty much what is SQL injection is all about. And this is the very first part of the video. For the second part, I'm going to show you some logs, okay, on how we can use SQL logs to debug our web application, also to practice more SQL injection. And in here I have created a website which for one version you can inject, you can do some SQL injection, and for the other version you can't do SQL injection. Okay, it's a very simple tutorial, so let's get started. So this actually connected to the same database, so let's try something. If I set poll like this, and this is actually weird, some developers actually leave it like this in the code. I'm going to show you how it's written in the code, and they add these quotes in the front end. Okay, and this is very old. Like, I don't think that anyone is doing this in the present, because you do have very advanced frameworks, and this is very basic. Okay, so it returned the result that I actually need. So let's remove 3. It shouldn't return anything because it's saying, hey, I want the name and the password. Okay, let me show you the code and the query quick. So in here I'm saying select all from users where the name equal name, of course, and password equal password. So how we can crack this? Like, this is, first thing first, this is very bad. Okay, this is very bad practice for a lot of reasons. Okay, so how we can inject this? I'm going to tell him, hey, select poll, which is fine, but I'm going to add one more piece to the puzzle. I'm going to tell him, hey, I want poll or 1 equal 1 and password equals, or not here, would be better to be in here, because I'm going to tell him, hey, get me the name and password or 1 equal 1. Okay, that actually got me 3 users. Weird, right? Okay, so let's get to the next stage. Let's imagine this. I'm giving you a forum and I want the user to log into my web application, right? So I told them, hey, please provide the name and the password. But there is some hackers actually thought about it and did some social engineering. And you know that we have the age over here. Okay, so I'm Paul, but I want to hack Oliver. So what I would do in this, I will leave everything the same, but I'm going to add this, age equal 21. Okay, when I added age equal 21, I added one more piece to my query, which says, hey, get me the name of Paul, and the password is like this, right? But also I want the age like this. And you can add more and more restrictions to the query until you get the specific users that you want to hack. And what will happen next in this, that the web application will return to you a token which will make you Paul, Oliver, my bad, sorry, which will make you Oliver, okay, and will get you an access to everything that Oliver have. This is how dangerous is this. So for me, I would like to always see the logs, okay, and the logs sometimes show you some great stuff. So let me show you. So in here, this is the last queries that I ran on the server. I'm saying that, hey, in the name of Paul and password equal 12333 or age equal 21. Okay, there is a lot of techniques that you can use to prevent this, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. Okay, so this is one query you can apply to get the specific users that you want. Anyway, let's get going. One way to prevent this, okay, is to use prepared statements. Okay, so let's try to remove the injection over here. So this will go to this script and see what will happen. Nothing happens. Okay, let's try to add poll like this and should work. Okay, should it? Oh yeah. Right. Okay, let me check the password really quick. Yeah. So there was one three didn't it's not in the query anyway. So let's check real quick the logs again, because this will tell us why this is actually or not. Let me do some sort of an injection in here and see if it's going to work or not. It's not working, which is weird. Okay, not really so weird, but let's try it over here as well. Oh, not working. So let's get back to it. It's working fine. So why so? Let me show you the logs, and this will answer this. So in the first query, as you can see over where is it? Yeah, in this query, which we were running on the server. Nope, not that one. Yeah, this one. In this one, this is actually was a SQL injection query. It's saying name equal Paul and password equal whatever and so on. You will see something weird. See this query, compare it to this one. Okay, and especially this part of the query over there. It having two backslash over there because it's actually escaping the special characters over here, because I added two more quotes, okay, which you can't have quotes inside quotes, so it's actually escaping it. This actually telling us that by default it's wrapping everything in quotes, like so, right? It's wrapping everything in quotes, but this is not really like the first thing that you should notice. You should notice something else. It says in here, it say connect query. In here it says connect, prepare, execute, which different approach. So what is this actually do? It connects to the server, which is fine. It's preparing the statement and saying, hey, in here I have a blank space, in here also I have a blank space. So I'm going to inject into the name this value, which is the user provided, and I'm going to escape it. Okay, and in here I'm going to inject this value and I'm going to escape it as well. Okay, and this and wrapping all of my like data in quotes makes everything inside it like a string, which will not be accessible, like will not, if you added like SQL if you added a SQL statement or yeah, statement in here, it will not be interpret into SQL, but it's just a normal string, like in here, by the way. See, or age is a string. Okay, it's not really a SQL statement, but in here it's a SQL syntax, and it's been added to the SQL statement. This is pretty much SQL injection in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you want more of this content. Sorry. And for me, I'm going to continue adding more and more videos about attacks. The last video that I published, I believe, was about a reverse shell attack. I suggest you that you go and watch it. It's very amusing, I guess. I don't know. and that one was about SQL injection, and there will be a next one about CSRF. Okay, and believe me, CSRF is even more dangerous session based attack. Till then, please be safe. If you didn't like the channel already, please do. And see you soon. Thank you.